Eat a dick, tug a dick, ride a dick, suck a dick, fuck a dick, shove a dick up your garbage hole. Yeah. That would be my audition if I ever got to try out for The Voice. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. I was 9-3 last week, Perna, which means this week will be a disaster for my picks. Click mute, let the video play, and pretend I'm doing a good job. Pretend I'm doing a good job is the same thing I've said to every woman I've ever slept with. I need encouragement, that's all. These are the Week 9 NFL picks. This episode is sponsored by BetDSI.com. There's a link in the description. Use my code GOOD25 for $25 free to wager however you want. BetDSI is one of the best sports books out there, and with $25 free to bet, you can't freaking lose. The first game this week is the 5-2 Bills at the 3-5 Jets. The Bills are 3-point favorites. I think both of these teams deserve giant apologies from NFL football watchers. They are playing better than anyone said they would. I'm a little disappointed that the Jets couldn't close out the Falcons last week to complete the AFC East sweep of Coldlanta. Coldlanta! Tyrod Taylor has picked up his game. Pro Football Focus gives him an 84.7 rating, which is 0.1 points higher than Carson Wentz right now. Makes me feel like Pro Football Focus is bullshit, actually. I like the addition of Kelvin Benjamin for the Bills to pair with Jordan Matthews and Charles Clay, but I'm not sure Benjamin is playing tonight. I'm going to take the Bills because one team in this division has to push the Patriots, and I think the Bills are the only ones equipped to do that now. Micah Hyde tonight, going to get a pick six, helping the Bills cover the 3-point spread on Thursday Night Football. The 2-5 Buccaneers at the 5-2 Saints. New Orleans is 6.5-point favorites in this matchup. I wanted to throw this game in my easy victories column for the Saints, but I can't because despite underperforming this year, the Bucs have enough talent to win any game right now. If Tampa wins, it will be because of their defensive line. Gerald McCoy, Chris Baker, and Robert Ayers must be in Drew Brees' face all night because he's actually not great when under pressure. I feel better about the Bucs' chances if Brent Grimes was healthy. Vernon Hargrave is playing very well, but Ryan Smith is a liability and I expect Drew Brees to attack him. Alvin, Simon, and Kamara is proving to be a reliable weapon, catching passes out of the backfield, which will be fun to watch against Levante David and those Tampa backers. However, this is a shocker. I'm taking Tampa Bay in an upset divisional game because the Saints' offensive line is banged the fuck up. Give me Gerald McCoy for the upset this week. The 5-3 Panthers at the 4-3 Falcons. The Panthers are 2.5-point favorites. You know, when you think about it, it's like, fuck both these teams, right? Neither is playing to the level they should be. The Panthers have a great defense and enough talent on offense to win, well, until they traded away one of their biggest receiving targets, Kelvin Benjamin. The Falcons should be murdering teams with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, and their secret weapon, Satan. Kicker Matt Bryant, whose projected score this week is 6.66 points. And for that reason alone, I'm taking the Satan-loving Falcons. Praise Satan, Matt Bryant. Praise him hard. The 5-2 Rams at the 1-6 Giants. The Rams are only 3.5-point favorites on BetDSI. This is the game I'm betting on this week. I'm taking the Rams to win and to cover the 3.5-point spread. Los Angeles has only won one game this season by 3 points or less. LA is scoring 30.3 points per game, second best in the NFL. The Giants are giving up 22.3, and they are currently third worst in the league as an offensive scoring team with 16 points per game. LA, all the Wade Phillips, LA, baby! Yeah! The 4-4 Ravens at the 4-3 Titans. The Titans are 3.5-point favorites, probably because they're at home. Joe Flacco will start despite nearly being decapitated by Kiko Alonso last week. The Titans are a team I don't understand. They have 2 wins against the Jags and Seahawks, then 2 losses against the Texans and Dolphins, which I would have written off, but both those teams seem to be overperforming. But their last 2 victories came against the Colts and Browns, and they only beat the Browns by 3 fucking points. Tennessee Titans, more like Tennessee Mitans. Might, like maybe, not mighty. The Ravens defense looked good on Thursday night. I don't trust this team, but I trust them more than Tennessee. Taking the Ravens to win in ugly fashion. I'm talking Cam Newton level ugly fashion. The 3-4 Bengals at the 4-3 Jaguars. Jacksonville, 5.5-point favorites. I'm picking the Jags. I don't know how adding Marcel Darius makes that D-line any worse. I mean, they lead the league in sacks with 33. They're tied for 4th with 50 passes defended, 11 interceptions, which is tied for 3rd. This is a playmaking defense facing a Bengals team that could barely beat the Colts last week. Andy Dalton will buckle on the road, getting sacked at least 5 times. The 3-4 Broncos at the 7-1 Eagles, who are 7.5-point favorites on BetDSI. My full in-depth prediction of this game will be up Friday evening. Come back then and watch it. Share with your friends. Fuck it, yeah. Oh, the 2-6 Colts at the 3-4 Texans, who are this week's biggest favorites at 13 points. But the news just broke that Deshaun Watson looks like he tore his ACL, which sucks because he was a lot of fun to watch. And now I have to pick the Colts to win this game, I guess. Fuck. Fucking A, man. The 3-4 Redskins at the 5-2 Seahawks. Seattle, 7-point favorites. Washington, I think, has a chance to win this game, but Russell Wilson's playing too goddamn good right now. And the Hawks upgraded their left tackle with the addition of Dwayne Brown, which means Wilson should play even better with a little more protection. Seahawks win this at home. The 3-4 Cardinals at the 0-8 49ers. Arizona, 2-point favorites coming into this matchup. Probably because Vegas couldn't decide which team was actually worse. The Niners do have a QB now in Jimmy Garoppolo, but he won't be playing for a few weeks. AZ was shut out by the Rams 33-0 behind the arm of Drew Stanton. Is that arm better than CJ Beathard? Who the hell knows? Maybe Satan himself, Matt Bryant. I like Arizona's defense more, so I guess they'll win 10-9. The 6-2 Chiefs at the 4-3 Cowboys. Vegas says this one is too close to call, and I agree. This is the game of the week for me. Dallas is not catching the Eagles in that division, and they need a win to stay in the wild card hunt. Ezekiel Elliott is officially suspended, probably, but maybe not. Could play quarterback or defense in disguise. Almost might, could, should. Appealing. Suspension coming, due to happen at a time. At least that's the official word from Adam Schefter. These teams are very similar in terms of weapons and how they win games. Kareem Hunt and Ezekiel Elliott, both exceptional young running backs who can do it all. Alex Smith and Dak Prescott, very safe with the football, mobile when needed, and have weapons to throw to. Travis Kelce, Dez Bryant, Tyreek Hill, Butler, I forget his first name. It's not Malcolm. Bill Butler? No, Butler. Neither defense is perfect, but both have great edge rushers in DeMarcus Lawrence and Justin Houston. The Cowboys are at home, have the better offensive line, and the Chiefs are one of the worst teams in the NFL against the run, one of Dallas's strengths. Dallas, though, has more injuries this week. Dez Bryant, Cole Beasley, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Tyron Smith all showing up on the report. Too many questions for me for the Cowboys. I'm going to pick the Chiefs to win unless for some reason Zeke Elliott plays. If Zeke is on the field, I pick the Cowboys. But if he's suspended, I'm going with the Chiefs. In garbage versus fire, the 3-5 Raiders are at the 4-3 Dolphins. Oakland on the road is 3-point favorites on BetDSI. The Dolphins got rid of Jay Ajayi. Marshawn Lynch returns for the Raiders after doing what every fan in America wants to do every weekend: push a fucking ref. Jay Cutler is going to play with broken ribs. Derek Carr, I guess, still has a broken back. Adam Gase and Jack Del Rio both used to coach for the Broncos. I mean, who gives a shit about this game? I'd rather watch a pirate ride a dolphin than this matchup. Miami's defensive line could control this game, but I'll take the Raiders. More talent, better QB, Raiders win, and probably what will turn out to be the best game of the week now that I talk so much shit about it. The 3-4 Lions. at the 4-3 Packers on Monday Night Football. And without Aaron Rodgers, the Lions are now 2.5-point favorites. The Lions' biggest weakness to me is their lack of a running game. It's why they have the worst red zone offense in the NFL. They're 5th worst with 82.1 rush yards per game and only 2 rushing TDs on the season. Detroit's defense is good against the run, which is key, as I really like the Packers' rookie running back Aaron Jones. Not only has he been great with the ball in his hands, 5.6 yards per carry, 3 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, but he's currently rated as the 2nd best pass blocking back in the NFL. Had Aaron Rodgers not gotten hurt, the Packers would be tied with the Eagles as the best team in the NFC. Detroit needs to take Aaron Jones out of the game and force Brett Hundley to try and beat them through the air, which is possible because the Lions secondary, specifically Nevin Lawson and Tavon Wilson, can be taken advantage of. Hundley is inexperienced but has great targets in Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb. Feel like this game is going to be close. Tough to pick, but I'm going to take Detroit. If Matthew Stafford can score early and force Hundley to try and play catch-up, I like the Lions' chances. I like them a lot. Don't fuck me, Stafford. Do not fuck me. This episode is also sponsored by SeatGeek. There's a link in the description. If you use my promo code, that's good. You're going to save $20 off your first ticket purchase, and you can get tickets to any NFL game you want. And if you're a Cleveland Browns fan, I bet tickets only cost $20 anyway, so if you use my promo code, that's good. Your tickets will cost you $0. SeatGeek. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Make sure you subscribe here on YouTube. Give me a follow on Twitter, @BrandonPerna. If you want to talk football with me, if you're on Facebook, share the fucking video. Week 9. Things are kind of shaping up, aren't they? Still don't know who's any fucking good, except for the Eagles.